Lottery scamming, guns and gangsters are being blamed for violence out west, including a double murder in Mount Salem, St. James, which is under a zone of special operations. National Security Minister Dr. Horace Chang and police personnel toured sections of Hanover and St. James Saturday evening. Last week's murders and shootings in Mount Salem, St. James have raised concerns about the effectiveness of zones of special operations ZOSOs. Despite the setback, the authorities insist ZOSOs are good crime-fighting tools.
We had less than 10 murders over the 7-year period, and this is the first one in about 8 months. What it reflects is the original concept is still there, that we'll bring peace. When we clear, we hold and we build. In the build phase, there still be remnants of the old criminal elements. We have indicated the policy of the government is to separate the violence producers and the gangsters, disrupt the gangs from the community. That has happened in Mount Salem. But there are still young men who were part of that gang who are still in the face of it, and there's this continued propensity for violence.
Some of the criminals have been on the run, and so the police are hot on their trails.
While they run, they can't hide, we'll find them. But in the meantime, they're killing others. That is the real tragedy of the situation. And while we could do with quicker information from personalities in there, but there's still a tendency for the affected groups to take reprisal into their own hands. And I use this opportunity to appeal again to citizens, allow the police to deal with them. We have the knowledge, the police has the knowledge, and they will track them down. Whether they go west, east, or north or south, police are tracking them across the island. But that takes a little time to apprehend and lock them down.
From January 1 to April 30, 2023, there were 54 reported murders in St. James, 30 fewer than the same period last year. In Hanover, there have been 21 reported murders, 6 more than the corresponding period last year. Specifically in Hopewell, there was a flare-up of violence last week. On Friday night, a worker was killed at a construction site. Assistant Commissioner of Police Clifford Chambers said they are following strong leads.
There are 2 persons who have been arrested and charged in custody. We're hoping that we'll be able to keep them from being offered bail, given the nature and gravity and the continuity of investigation and leads which have been provided given other crimes that they're involved in. And there is another who is also in custody pending interrogation and further discussion as it relates to the potential of his involvement in other crimes.
Again, the appeal is for citizens to tell the police what they know to reduce crime.